Most professional cameras out there need two things to function, a battery and a memory card. Obviously you know how a battery works, but how does a memory card work? A memory card has so many sophisticated numbers and symbols. So in today's video, we're going to be understanding what are the symbols and numbers on the memory card. This will definitely give you a better understanding of the memory cards and what do they represent, and pick the best one that is for you. For all those who are new here, I cover photography tips and gadget reviews, so if you are new here, consider subscribing. Before we continue, I need to preface that I'm no expert in memory cards and I'm also constantly learning, so some of my information might not be 100% accurate, so do go easy on me. My objective on this channel is constantly bringing you guys along my learning journey and sharing with you guys what I've learned. So feel free to leave me some comments down below if you think there are discrepancies, and so that other people might learn from them as well. To make today's topic more digestible, there are two key areas. Number one, memory card details, and number two, purpose and workflow, which are how you to decide which memory cards might be the best for you. So let's get started. Number one, memory card details. Now there are a lot of details on your memory card. We are going to focus on the most commonly used type of memory cards, which are the SD cards. There are different types of memory cards that are out there. This memory card is represented by this symbol called XDXC. There's different kinds of memory cards with different shapes and different purposes made from different devices. For DSLR and mirrorless, besides the SD cards, there are commonly two types of memory cards that will be very commonly used, which is the CF Express and the XQD. The easiest of them all will definitely be the capacity, which is largely written on your memory card itself. It represents the amount of digital information or data you can store in one card. The higher the number, the more data you can store on it. The measurement of this data storage is in bytes. A photo taken using an average camera is around 3 MB, which is equal to 3 megabytes. A memory card with 1 GB can store about 300 of these photos, as 1 GB is made out of 100 megabytes. Progressively, if you want to store 300,000 of these photos, you'll need 100,000 megabytes, which is equals to 1 terabyte. Next, read speeds. As you can see, the number over here is about 95 MB per second. Every time you transfer a photo or a video from your memory card onto your computer, this loading bar will show you how fast the data is being read, meaning downloaded or uploaded. So 95 is the speed of this, and each speed has its different categories. The first category that this obviously belongs to is UHS 3. If you can see closely, there's this number 3 over here. That means it belongs to this class called UHS 3. UHS stands for ultra high speed. This UHS class is 3. Now as it is the next class, the transfer number becomes bigger. So this 3 number represents 30 megabytes per second. Now the next number you have to take note is this number called V30. You can look closely here, there's this number which is V30. This V30 here stands for video speed class 30. Shooting a video will definitely require much higher speeds than photography. So obviously you'll need a higher speed for this one, and this number is really important, especially if you are shooting video content. The video speed class ranges from 6 all the way to 90. At this point, it's crucial to take note that you'll need at least a V30 or V60 if you are shooting in 4K. Next is the bus interface, represented by this number over here, which is 1. So this bus interface is indicated by this number called UHS-1 or UHS-2, which is the next tier of transfer rates. The speed of UHS-1 ranges anywhere from 140 MB to 626 MB, while the UHS-2 will start from 312 MB all the way up to 620 MB on the UHS-3. It's safe to assume that most of the time the UHS will only run in the base transfer rate, so do not expect a UHS-1 to hit the speeds of UHS-3 on a regular basis. There are also other factors that will affect the transfer rate, such as the medium which the transfer is being done on and the drive that's being transferred to. For your easy reference, here's the full diagram from sdcard.org. Don't worry, after the video, do check out my description down below as I'll put the link over there. Now that you have a thorough understanding of what the numbers represent, let's move on to our second part, which is purpose and workflow. Number 1, camera device and recording format. If you yourself find yourself recording in 4K, you definitely want a UHS class 3 or above. Here I have is the UHS class 3 card, and here I have is a UHS 1 card. One more thing you guys have to know if you are recording in 4K is that you need to get a memory card of at least 64 GB. I once get a 32 MB and placed it on my Sony camera to record in 4K, but it did not work. So just remember to get at least a 64 GB or above. Number 2, duration and workflow. If you guys are planning to do long form recording on your camera, I'll definitely suggest getting a bigger capacity. 120 GB will suffice if you have 2 of them. You can just use one and use the other to transfer your computer while one is being used to film. Of course, if you are rich enough, just get a bigger capacity to solve the issue. As for which brands to go for, I personally use Sony and SanDisk. They have never failed on me compared with other brands which I've tried. If you have enjoyed this video, do give me a thumbs up and subscribe down below, and check out my photography tips playlist over here. Remember to follow me on my socials down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.